Hello and welcome to an episode of Rich Does a Thing that I have been looking forward to for a while. We're actually going to do a bit of an exploration. Oh, that's right. I forgot we were doing that. That's still cool. Uh, we're actually going to be doing an exploration of a place that I didn't think that I was going to ever get a chance to see. And we got a chance to experience actually almost last year. And that is Discovery Cove. Which I've always known as, kind of the place where you can swim with a dolphin. But other than that, I didn't know much about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we should explore it together.
Yeah.
Welcome back. So yes, we're going to explore Discovery Cove that we got to go to with a bunch of friends. It was actually really cool. It is this. It's wicked expensive. It's crazy expensive for a mere mortal that has a regular working job where you're like punching the clock and stuff. But for some the fancy super people that make lots of money,
Or if you save up.
or if you save up, if it's a thing that you want to do for a day, we managed to score just an amazing red hot deal from like someone that knows someone in the industry, and it was
Thank you to that friend. Thank you so much.
Yes. So the fact that we got to go to this was really special and really awesome. And so suddenly this place that I had never thought I'd be able to go to, we got to actually look into and see all the different things. And it was really cool. So one of the reasons why it's so expensive is it is an all-inclusive experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. They give you, everything. From they have sunblock. They have like giant 3-gallon.
Yeah, they have like places where you
bottles.
could just like go and squirt bottle stuff out for. Which what they're doing now with all what's going on, I don't know, but Anyway, this was before that time. This was we went in December.
We went in the before times.
Yeah, we went like at the beginning of December, and it was still nice. It was a nice, pleasant weather.
Yeah, keep in mind this is Florida December, so it wasn't crazy
Screw you
cold. Screw us in the middle of the summer, but still. So it was nice to be able to go, and it wasn't crazy cold. It really wasn't. It wasn't really warm. It was kind of a perfect temperature day.
Yeah. So you do get this sunblock. You get snorkels.
Yeah, because they have snorkels and masks for... there's some of like there's a reef of sorts that with tons of different fish and rays and stuff we'll actually show you guys. Really cool stuff in there. And so, and you just, you don't have to rent it or whatever. It's here.
Yeah. And you get wetsuits as well. So that also helped with some... There was a little bit of chilly that day, but that helped a bit with it.
Yeah, a little bit. And yeah, the wetsuits, it's a full-fledged wetsuit. And they're just, what size are you? Here you go. Try it on.
Yeah. And they're mandatory. You can't get away without wearing one. So
it's true. In fact,
be prepared for that.
We even had a friend that found a wetsuit at Goodwill, and they figured, I'll have my own wetsuit. I won't have to wear like a communal wetsuit thing. And they brought it, and, it was going to look great and everything. But apparently they were required to have at least a vest from Discovery Cove. I think there's like a safety stripes or something that they're looking for I don't know, people as they're swimming. So they still had to put a vest on top of that, but it wasn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wetsuits. They have fancy showers, shower bathroom things for like getting in and out of wetsuits. Really nice. It's, almost, you think of it like locker room individual showers, but there's 2 sets of curtains. So there's like you close the first set of curtains, and there's like a changing area, so you can put your clothes and stuff so it's not going to get wet. And then you go into the shower, and I'm pretty sure, didn't they even have like shampoo, conditioner stuff like
I think
up
so.
on the wall?
I can't really remember though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was like, it was still a communal shower at a resort park, so I still was like, and so also I don't know, like towards the end of the day you had to kind of like fight off the people that were like, is anyone in here? Yes. Okay.
I guess I didn't have as much of a problem with that because we had the line ready, And
the girls' side was definitely that problem.
Oh, yeah.
Girl Scout camp, it was very, very much similar to that routine.
Yeah, no, we had it figured out where once you got to the head of the line, clearly all the showers were occupied, and you just wait. And unless someone came out of the shower, there was no question as to if there was somebody in there or not. So you just waited until someone left the shower, and then you kind of cautiously like, is it actually empty? Which worked out well because apparently I had a guy come out of the shower, and I was like, is there? Oh, there was a second person in there. Okay, I didn't realize. Okay, good. I didn't just like jump in. But no, really nice and blew my mind. Stupid for it to blow my mind, but I'd never seen such a thing before, like a water park. So in those same shower bathroom rooms, not only do they have like towels of like, here's a towel, go ahead, use it, and then just throw it in, but they had like from the supermarket, in the meat department, they had these rolls of big plastic bags, so that once you've taken your wet swimsuit off, you put it in the plastic bag to then throw it in your backpack or whatever, and it doesn't get everything wet. Simple little thing, but man,
very nice touches, very convenient.
Yes,
that's pretty much what I would call the park. Is they based everything on being convenient,
yes,
so that you could just enjoy the experience.
Absolutely, everything super convenient. It's not only that stuff, but also all inclusive. Oh, food. Oh, all the things that you could think of wanting to eat is just there, and
yes.
It's free.
And you have to get there at certain times for the main courses. So for breakfast, you have to get there early, and they had every sort of thing. Like they had waffles.
Yes, waffles, fresh
eggs,
fruit.
Fresh food.
Yeah, like these strawberries or your melon and the grapes or things like that. And yes, waffles, pancakes, French toast fingers.
Yes, French toast fingers.
Yeah. So many things, and so yeah, you get to go out and eat, and you just grab whatever
glasses
you want.
Of orange juice.
Yes, glasses of juice, of soda, of coffee, and it's just there. And because it's everything is included for everybody, so it's not a matter of okay, let's wait and let's scan. Oh, we have to figure out what you're getting and ring it into the system and scan your card so that we know you have privilege. Everybody has privileges. So you that for me, I think that's the biggest bottleneck of waiting to get your food is for the person to type everything in and scan and go, or heaven forbid you have to pay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you grab a tray. I want some of this, and peace. You are off to your table, and that speeds all things way up.
It was very nice. And just relaxing to get there, and as we were waiting for people to show up, as you're walking in too, as we'll react, it's just so beautiful, even though it's all artificial. It's just amazing view.
Yep. And not just, they had the one big place where you could get like your breakfast and lunch and stuff, but they had a bunch of little stops along the way as well with little quick things. And again, it's like a little food cart. But because no one's worried about money, you can just, if there's a group of three, you'll be walking along, one person can just run over, grab a thing, and go. And they had like warm pretzels. They had, warm chocolate chip cookies, bags of chips. I think there was churros. And they had drinks. They had, like cup of drink you can fill with whatever. And they also had slushies.
My favorite was Fanta pina colada slushie.
Yes, which I think is how we got introduced to it, and now we've all tasted the regular Fanta Pina Colada soda on here. But yeah, it's great. Anytime you're walking around and you're not even like that hungry, you're just like, you want some free warm cookies? Like,
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The answer is always yes.
It's also helpful because you're exerting a lot of energy throughout the day because you're swimming, you're walking, you're doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So, you definitely get the. Towards the end of the day, especially, you start to get the want to snack. You want a little something to refill you.
Absolutely. And then you go back to the place where they have the regular food for lunch, and they had solid stuff. I don't remember exactly the menu, but there was...
Well, there was salmon.
Yeah.
Salmon.
Salmon. Yeah, salmon. It was like what?
And then this is all you can eat, by the way.
Oh yeah, again, you
You
just
go back through and get more.
go back through, get them again, because no one cares. It's the giant buffet of shove it in your mouth.
There was
fest.
salmon, there was chicken, there was steak.
There was like so there was steak. There was pulled pork, I think. So there like a pulled pork thing.
I can't remember.
It's
remember
good
that
food.
it was good food. There was a great salad bar.
Yeah, salad, solid sides.
I think there was a rice side, and there was all kinds of different things. I think it's in the video, or we have pictures of it. But yeah, you could go in and say, I want some chicken and steak and some salmon. Thanks.
And lots of desserts too. Oh my God, chocolate cake. What was there? Like macaroons? There was some sort of puffs. There was like a pina colada. I don't know. There was some.
There was some sort of pina colada.
We got
something
too much.
So good.
Dessert because you can and because they're not going to charge you for it. So you're just like, I'll try some of this and some of this. Well, I mean, going on the food thing with the free food thing, I at first because I forget that cost doesn't matter. I felt fairly guarded about our food when we had like visitors because we had that kid.
Oh.
we
had some rude kids.
We didn't get the video of it.
Needed their parents to step in.
Little kids wandering around. We had a giant table of like 8 or 9 friends all eating.
We all went together.
And little bitty kid is walking around like looking at everybody's food.
Suddenly small human was next to me.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me. And they wanted our food.
Yeah, not even over your shoulder. Just right.
Because we had the desserts, apparently. So they really wanted our food. So they were like, here. And I think one of our friends, we're not all... None of us are really big fans of kids in the first place. And kid popped up next to her and she's like, someone's child is here.
Yes. Yeah, at first was very guarded of like, oh, don't let them get to your food. And then once I realized the food was free, I was hoping that they would come back over. And because once that happened, I was hoping they would come back over. Because if they came back over after that, I'd be like, cake? Here, have this cake. Because I would love for a parent that doesn't care and not watching their kids to have their kid come back, like, eating a slice of chocolate cake. Like, where did you get that? Like, guy gave it to me. But
that probably actually wouldn't be good.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
This kid came over staring at my food. I don't care. Here, have it. If you're not gonna watch your kid, then whatever. I'm gonna make them go away. Here's a piece of cake. Go away. We're very in the Halloween spirit. We should, except for you don't do cake for Halloween, which seems like that would be, if you could make a good cake, I don't know, pop thing, that would be fun for Halloween, but a lot of work. So yeah, free food, great. Oh my God, and it was just good food. So yeah, all inclusive.
Inclusive food, not free.
Yeah. Yes, but once you're there, once you've paid, in your head, everything is free.
You get as much food as you want. All you can eat.
Yeah. It's not going to raise the price of anything. And I think they had some alcohol stuff too.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing where you needed to do something extra to...
Maybe flash your badge?
You
Is there like an
needed
adult?
some sort of badge to say you were an adult, or some sort of package to either get that or something like that. But I don't know because we didn't get it. Yeah,
the only other thing that wasn't all-inclusive is the thing that I always thought the whole thing was, and that is swimming with dolphins. You know, you think, you see people coming back from Discovery Cove with their pictures of, look, I went with my stepdad, and he took me to Discovery Cove because he wanted to be the cool parent. And I've seen people do that. It's actually hilarious because it's kind of a running thing. It's like, yeah, they took them to Discovery Cove. I know exactly what that is. And so you get these pictures of the people with here with the dolphin. Look, it's a dolphin. Hey, and that is a separate cost. That whole package is a different thing, which we didn't go for, which I think turned out to be kind of a good idea.
Yeah.
Because, not surprising after the fact, the different habitats for the different marine critters are temperature controlled to what is comfortable for them, which is colder than what humans like to swim at.
The reef is very cold.
Yes, the reef with all the fish and stuff like that is definitely cold. I went in little bit by little bit until you get to the end, and then you can kind of, splash down. But the dolphin water is even colder.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, dolphin water is even colder than the reef water. So I mean, it would have been absolutely miserable.
Huh.
And it's what everybody wants to do. So there's a line, and you're waiting, and you're wasting a bunch of your day on. Which I mean, if you want to hang out with the dolphin, you can do that. That's
Yeah.
fine. But I think we were glad that we didn't end up doing that. But yeah, it's very, very cold. Now, the spots that are like freshwater that just the humans swim in, that was temperature controlled as well, but to a nice, much warmer
Yeah.
temperature.
That felt warmer
Yeah,
for sure.
they have a lazy river that is unlike any lazy river I have ever seen in my life. Because when you go to a pool or like a lazy river or something, it is a long swimming pool that curves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we've done a bunch of them, and some of them are faster or slower, and they're fun. They're great. But they have themed this so well that it does not look like a swimming pool. It looks like just a natural river formation that just happens to be really clean. And sometimes they'll have little stones on the bottom or what, you know, and it's concrete rock, but it looks so real. And sometimes they'll have real rocks on the sides and everything, so it all blends in. And it's warm and it's pleasant and it's long, and there's just the nicest landscaping and horticulture around, and there's plants, and it's just, oh my god, it was so pleasant.
And also, the park only sells so many tickets per day, so that the park doesn't get overfilled. So there's plenty of space. There's not like people on top of people in the lazy river. You are spaced, and you feel like you have your own swimming space, and you know, and that you can relax and spread out and actually do the lazy river without worrying about, you know, bumping in or crashing into somebody else that you don't know, which is very awkward and weird.
Yeah, the lazy river was really, really nice. I mean, there wasn't really a part of the park that wasn't nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we discovered, because we were waiting for someone by the bathroom, so there's this little almost like ankle deep kind of wading pool, but they had like concrete benches down almost on ground level, so you could just wade into this warm water and just sit down with your drink and just
They
sip.
had like concrete like chairs inside there. It was warm water too, so you could just like hang out.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
all had like a break there. It was really nice.
Yep, and there was ducks that would come, you know, hang out and swim around, and there would be like these flowering trees, and sometimes the flowers would drop down into the water, and it was just a tropical paradise. Oh my god! And they have another thing we're going to show you is they also have an aviary, like with 3 different sections, tons of different birds. You can feed the birds. The lazy river goes through the aviary, but they have waterfalls to keep the birds in. Really smart,
Really
and everything's
beautiful.
just seamless.
Yeah, and then they have like when you go through the aviary, they have a place where you could stop and actually get out of the water and explore the aviary and then get back in and enjoy the rest of the lazy river. So either you could just pass on through, or you could walk there from a different place.
Yes, absolutely. And they also have otters.
Yeah, they got otters. Now, I thought you would swim with the otters, but
There is in fact a barrier.
which
It-
is
Yeah, it's probably
smart.
for the best.
Yeah.
But it's also very cleverly disguised barrier, and they make it kind of try to look like, you know, there's the same tree on both sides of the barrier and everything. But it was still cool. Yeah, lots of just great, gorgeous waterfalls, gorgeous scenery, everything just really, really pretty.
And I think they had we found this one like area you could swim into, and it was nice and warm, like once you go through the otter area, and you could swim around it, and then there was like an island in the middle. We're like,
Yeah.
what's going
Oh,
on?
that's right.
And then I think we finally noticed that there were some monkeys in the middle.
Oh yes, that's right. I think they did have some monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were very, very elusive monkeys. So it felt like this, like, just odd side place. But once we finally started looking at the island, I'm like, oh, there's monkeys in there.
Yeah. And I remember, I think there was like a long cave as well that was part of the lazy river, where it had like some openings in the rock on the side, so it wasn't like completely closed in, but it was definitely a darker and a fun little thing to swim through. It was just really cool.
And they had beach areas, so, like, if you want to stop at any place and just hang out, you can.
Yeah.
So it was very, very cool. I enjoyed the whole entire experience. We got to relax, which we don't get to do very often except for this year. And it's always nice when we have that time to actually enjoy experiences with each other and relax with each other.
Yes, absolutely. It is a very special place to go. Highly recommend. If you can find a really good deal or something like that, do check out Discovery Cove. But before we end this, quite possibly this is actually what we're kind of leading up to. We've got a bunch of video. We actually took the nice Rich Does a Thing camera and cell phone.
There's one story I want to tell, though.
Oh, do it.
Remember the flying squirrels?
No.
Not flying. So we were walking along behind our two friends.
Okay.
And the squirrel just kind of like dropped down in front of her. And she just screamed. Now you remember.
Yes, there was absolutely a dropping squirrel that just, I think the squirrel lost grip of the branch they were on.
Something happened.
Dropped right in front of one of our friends who lost her mind.
And usually she's really hard to scare. Usually she doesn't scare very easily. And so, yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't blame her. I would have probably freaked out.
Oh, yeah, I would have too. I didn't see it happening. I saw the squirrel, like, leaving after. I'm sure the squirrel was also scared as well. Because it was very shrill. It was like, ah! And it was the running joke for the rest of the day about the squirrels. Watch out for squirrels.
Yes.
So, anyway, wanted to tell that one funny story that happened throughout the day.
Absolutely.
All right, to the video.
Yes, this is as soon as you walk in. This is where where you're getting your cards and everything.
It's beautiful. And then even though it's all like artificial, this is this is the first view you see. And this is part of the lazy river. We found out later. We didn't realize that at first, but it's just gorgeous and beautiful.
Yeah, all of that is lazy river that you get to swim through. Again, it's not a swimming pool. Yeah, the cannon down there in the water.
I see it. And these
They were
guys
on the other side of the perch, and we
waiting
came to
for
say
food.
hi.
Their breakfast in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
Thinking
I am
that
rather
Rich
tropical
maybe had
looking today.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Rich did not have breakfast.
Came right on over because they wanted to
as
see
you're
us.
walking through the path, the perch is just like right there.
I think he's like has this hand of like breakfast.
Yeah.
Breakfast. Yes, breakfast.
Yes. There's the cannon. There's when you're
Yeah.
actually swimming around in there.
And we had stepped away from our food for just a minute, and these guys descended.
Oh yeah. Those are the Florida birds that they'll fight you for your turkey leg or whatever in a theme park. Yeah, that's our breakfast. Yeah, you see like
Flamingos,
our juice or like scrambled
orange
eggs and everything.
slices.
Yeah.
Yeah, bacon. We had bacon too. So we heard these guys, and apparently they just take them out for a walk when they're ready in the morning. Matriarch leads the pack, from what I was hearing, what the guides were saying, and they go where she goes. And
Yep.
the guide kind of, the handlers kind of, make sure they don't go where they're not supposed to, but pretty much they have free reign. They
Yep.
come out.
Yeah, and that's one of the pathways where you can walk along in the sand to get to point A to point B, and so yeah, they just wander around. Eventually, they find a spot to stand and hem and haw, and there's no ropes or anything. You can just, as long as you don't like rush in there at them, you can stand there.
This
This one.
Like he would
This
come
one
to
just
my
wanted you to take pictures of him.
Oh yeah.
He just wants to be seen. He or she, they just want to be seen.
I'm the pretty flamingo.
I am beautiful. Look at me. Look at me.
Take all your pictures.
I'm going to. Oh. No, don't look at that one. Look at me. I can touch my.
Look at that.
Yeah, you can bite your hand.
Yeah, just
It's just so weird. So weird. Oh, so I can't tell still who's the matriarch, but somebody decided we were going, and this
Yeah.
guy,
He's such a
this guy
ham.
still wanted to stick around and look how tall he's.
yeah.
He's making himself the tallest that he can make him.
Even is tall. And I'm looking at like the knees and everything. Those are taller than the ones around it. My wings.
So tall. Oh, so tall.
Yeah, so you just see there eating breakfast, having your French toast
Ham.
sticks and eggs, and then suddenly flamingos. Flamingos without borders.
Oh, time to go.
It's time to go back home. The walk's over.
All right. So this is the reef.
Yes. Just get to swim around with all sorts of fish and rays and everything.
And it's very cold, like we said. And the reef part, I was very afraid to touch the coral at first, and it's so deep. But eventually, I accidentally needed a break, and so I accidentally touched one of the coral, and that's when I found out they're fake.
Yep.
So it's perfectly safe, but normally you would not want to touch coral
Yeah.
out in the wild. All these guys just swimming around free.
Yeah, big fish, little rays, big rays. Yeah, and they're so used to people. They will swim right by you. You are part of the school, and generally speaking, they aren't worried too much about you unless you're moving really quick.
Oh, you kind of
Surprise!
Oh, that guy. Hello. Oh, to glide so
Yeah, and
so
it's
peacefully.
and as you walk in, it's a slow slope. And so even when the water's like knee deep, the rays will swim right out to the edge and like brush up against your legs as you're slowly trying to make your way into the water. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the cards they give you to kind of like identify everything. And I don't think I even still got to see everything.
Yeah, there's a lot to see. I think it's like a guitar head fish or something like that. It's got a crazy name like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, big old thing. I think there's a couple of them there. They would hang out, usually on the bottom. They had like parrotfish.
Uh-huh.
Big,
That was you
yes,
flipping out.
Absolutely, big giant ray. Like you just turn around and hey, it's coming up on you.
Like big as you.
Yeah, absolutely. Better lift your legs, otherwise it's just gonna whomp into you. And yeah, they're rays. They don't care.
In general, you don't like things brushing up against you in the water in
Uh,
the first place.
Yeah, I mean, if you can see it, sure, and if it's coming up on you nice and slow, but just like tapping you on the shoulder and excuse me, sir, no.
One of the nurse sharks
Yes.
and a hammerhead. Oh, so this is the Shark Tank. So there is a Shark Tank,
Yeah.
but you are separated from it. You can have shark encounters there, for an additional card, like the dolphin encounters.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of the observations you can look through and see.
Oh yeah.
See the sharks and
Big
feel
ol'.
like you're part of them. And there's a grouper.
Oh yeah.
Here we're all kind of observing.
Yep. They're watching us. We're watching them. Everybody's having a good time.
And this was one of my favorites. This guy.
The Void.
The Void, as we nicknamed him.
See, I thought that was like the name of the actual thing. I thought that was like a type of ray was a void.
No.
No.
Just because he was big black and just...
Just a hole in the ground.
Yeah. And he was just so still. And that's all he wanted to be. And
Yeah.
I just loved him. I loved him. I thought he was so cool. And this is where I told Rich, hey, look at me. I can get down there.
I'm going to go say hi to the Void. Because you're really buoyant in that salt water.
Yeah.
And with the wetsuit, you want to float up without even really trying. But if you grab the sides of the wall,
Yeah.
just figured out you could climb down and wave at it.
Yeah, I wanted to wave at it. And this one, I felt bad. Because I think I spooked it a little bit. Oh, the birds.
Yes.
So
Got
when you get in there, you're
one of the
given
birds from the aviary.
the option to pick up
Not the
this
one
little
that's
cup.
necessarily messed on my shoulder.
You can see someone already took a dump on my
Size of
shoulder,
it.
and we've cleaned it up. That was like the first thing that happened is, welcome!
And you were very concerned because I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I want to get footage for the show,
Well,
and here
yeah.
I got poop on my shoulder. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Let me go get something.
Poop on my shoulder.
They provide paper towels so you can get that off here.
Yeah, this is even a regular towel. It's like, here, let me help. Actually, no, they didn't say here, let me help. They just
Yeah,
handed
that's
it
a
to
male.
you.
Yeah.
Your problem.
No, yeah, you solve your own.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is the male of this bird. We don't remember bird names. I think we also had like a card to cheat sheet.
Yeah, the laminated card thing. Yeah, and they, again, all inclusive, so all these little cups of food, free. It's included. They'll give you, if your cup gets empty and you're like, hit me again, food tender, then food tender will hit you again and give you another cup.
So anytime you have food.
And I think certain points of the day they kind of slow down the food because I guess they don't want the birds to gorge, but everybody kind of gets their part, you know, their turn.
And the attendance is so low. I feel like there's never quite so many people.
Oh, you know this.
You got trouble behind you.
Oh, so pretty. This one
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah.
I'm not sure what number on the Pokedex this one is, but this is my newest Pokemon.
I was having a lot of trouble
I'm
getting
actually adding
birds.
it to my team.
But I was very good and kind. I got
because
beautiful
we're
pictures
going
of
up
everybody
against
with
a fighting type
birds.
gym, so I need
Every
some
time I
strong
saw an
flying
opportunity, I
type
would start
fighters.
filming, and I could take pictures while I was
This
filming.
is my newest Pokemon. I'm going to put you in a Premier Ball because this is a special occasion.
Yes, my new Pokemon.
Yeah, your new Pokemon.
Did you see the pretty rainbow bird?
He does look like a Pokemon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, jeez.
Hungry and gorgeous, but apparently hungry wins today.
Still,
I'm still
even though
hungry.
I've seen this before, it still surprised me. Oh yeah, this guy, who I think is the female of the black and red one, maybe, or maybe it's a completely different
It
species.
looks,
I don't know.
It looks different enough, but who knows how dimorphic they are.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's like what?
What are you doing, human?
Yeah.
Ah, food.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, they're eating too. Okay. As long as they're not trying to go after my cup, we're good.
Whisper.
But I have like multiples of them.
It's like a little Spearow.
Yeah. Shiny. I must have had a bird like land at me at that point for me to make such noises. Ah, blue tail. I didn't realize. Oh yeah, look at this guy. Look at this
Yeah.
guy stuffing his
It's
face.
like, I can do it.
Bigger than your head.
I'm
swear,
like,
give me a
this
minute.
bird's gonna choke in
I
front
can
of
do
us.
it.
And nope, there it goes.
Yep.
Gone. Gone. That big
Again.
huge face. Oh my god.
If you took the feathers off, it probably would be like the size of his head.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
They were interested in you.
Ano-
Jeez.
another fighter has entered the battle.
I'm up to 3 birds. Up 2.
Oh.
There you go.
I think you were worried about getting pooed on again.
Oh, yeah, probably.
And plus, what was he doing over there? Get away from
Jesus.
us, child. Stacy's
Oh, they're eyeing each other.
Stacy had birds just
Yeah.
flock to her.
And she's like, "You want food?" They're like, "No, we just want to sit on you."
Oh,
We're
there's
fine."
about to be a fight.
Darcy get to feed the peacock.
Yeah.
Not a baby.
Word on the street, on something to show me.
Finally got a
Oh
bird.
yeah.
And I was and so close up because I was filming myself. And I'm like,
Right.
okay, nobody's here to film me, so I'm gonna get this moment.
Oh.
And it was it must have seen something like,
You might
"Ooh."
have to drop one of those and help me here in a minute.
We're about to have bird thunderdome on my arms.
Here we go, here we go.
Yeah,
Easy.
that guy. Which
It's like what food?
promptly went away.
Yeah, it's like what food you got? Oh, never mind.
Still, these guys just stuffing their face.
Oh yeah.
These little guys, like, they eat a lot.
Yeah, they must eat like constantly because they are teensy.
Well, yeah, they are teensy. I guess they do need a lot of food. Who knows?
They actually have the aviary divided into like 3 different sections, with each has their own different group of birds. Yeah, like
Yeah.
what is
This one wanted something on my wrist. I don't know what.
It's like, I will free you, human.
I was wearing my proxy engagement ring. The one you gave me before we got actually engaged.
Not that.
Do you
Well,
want
we
some?
were engaged by this point,
Yeah,
My favorite was their
but I didn't want to lose the actual engagement ring.
yeah. In case birds or Ray found something shiny.
But we were so newly engaged, though. Like, I want to be like, I'm still engaged.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, she got all the beautiful birds because they got something crunchy.
Smile,
It was
Darcy.
like
Yes.
something crunchy they wanted.
Little red crunchy balls.
And one of the guides was like, "Here, hold this."
Yeah.
And they all landed on her.
Yeah. They pull out the container of crunchies and they shake it so the birds can hear it, and then they start sprinkling some in the cups, and those they just go right for it.
Yeah.
They are all about those treats.
Screw the vegetables.
Yeah, they pick out the red bits and then search out other cups.
Here, Stacy and Jess,
Jess
give
was
me
so
a smile.
excited.
Yes.
Oh, just give me a smile.
Oh,
Stacy and Jess, give me a smile. Yes, yes.
no, fine. I'll take some.
Whoa.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, this beautiful thing. Oh my gosh.
It's mythical. That's a Magic the Gathering card. That's not an animal. They animated something out of a storybook. Just hanging out. Sure. That's fine. We'll eat some other stuff too.
Probably wondering why I was so close. Like, hey, personal space is the thing, lady. I think the trainer was there. Oh, they put one on top of your head. I didn't realize she put it on top of your head.
Yeah, I guess I don't think I did either.
I just saw
I
her
like your
arm
hair.
do it.
Look at me, look at me.
I'm gonna make a nest in your hair.
That's the video thumbnail.
Yay, I was finally very happy to get a bird.
A really,
So
really
far.
pretty one too.
Yeah.
The artist needs to have a really colorful bird.
You know, I have a bird. Well, I did have a bird.
He's so sweet.
Yeah,
That was a fun day.
it was. It was a really fun day. We got to do so many cool things. Would love to go back. I mean, that's a thing. God, we'd love to do that every day. But someday we'd love to come back. So it was a blast, and was really looking forward to sharing it with you guys. So yeah, thank you for exploring Discovery Cove with us. Feel free to check it out yourself sometime. And yeah. So, as always, make sure to, hit the subscribe button. Check us out on the Facebook group for Rich Does a Thing. Of course, we've got Rich Does a Thing on Instagram and Tumblr and Twitter and TikTok. And we got a Discord server. We got the Patreon. We got all sorts of stuff. I feel like we should have one of those ending screens on so many YouTube channels or something like that. But yeah, until next time, I guess we will see you later. Who's in charge of making those YouTube screens? Oh, okay. So, you need a video thing for the background of that. All right. Well, who'd be in charge of making the video? Oh.